Hi, everyone.
Yeah, we're live.
Greetings, Mark
Good day
Thompson
now.
here, formerly of Mark and Brian. You're listening to the M25 show, which kind of sucks. Mine are good. Mark and Linda, Daddy versus Daughters. But since you're listening anyway, here it is, the M25 show.
All right. Welcome back to the M25 show. My name's Albert.
My name is Eddie.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Steve.
Good morning, y'all.
Almost started the show without no intro.
Right?
I'm almost started the show without I know Alyssa.
Oh, yeah,
Really? Yeah.
that's true. We almost lost her. I don't know. It looked like
Right.
she was skydiving there for a second.
For her
Oh,
studio. her
Remember, I
studio
told you
collapse.
I was thinking about it
Yeah.
a lot, and she's all, "Well, were we, is something bad gonna happen?" Maybe that was it.
That was it.
She was
See?
gonna do a flip. Okay, I need to start off the show. Something about you, Alyssa. Okay, is that okay with
Okay,
you?
that's fine.
Okay.
Whatever.
Everything. We're all open about everything here, right?
It's always about
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Okay.
Eddie
I'm
and
like-
I are just chopped liver.
If I was at work, I'd be like, what did I do now? What did I mess up? Did I fuck something up?
Okay. So I don't know if I text Alyssa or Alyssa texts me, and anyway, she texts me and goes, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to send you a happy birthday, right?" And I go,
So
"No,
did
Said,
I,
no,
oh
by
big-
the
my
way.
God, I can't believe
Oh.
I forgot your birthday.
no, that's not the thing." Okay, well, let me get this out of the way first. I'm usually not hurt by women, but this one hurt, and I'm over it now. It's all good. But the thing is she was telling me that it was the same date of your dad's anniversary thing, and
I was passing.
and I wanted to say that I'm sorry about that, and that's a something special for you because it was your dad, and I think that should be something that we talk about more than my birthday because hopefully I'm around for another one and stuff, but your dad was around too, and you know what? And she said, you know how Alyssa does things by herself, it's like she puts cars together and puts ceiling fan, all that stuff. And I imagine her dad probably taught her that. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
As a kid, he always tinkered. We always call him like Fred Sanford from Sanford and Son.
Okay.
always had all kinds of stuff. He was a welder. We went to the swap meet all the time. He was always making something, working on something, and he was like, "Why are you going to pay somebody to fix something when you can fix it yourself?"
Mm-hmm.
So as a kid, I was always like interested in like, how does that work? How does this work? What do So I would always follow him around.
Ah.
And he'd be out there changing brakes, and I'm watching him, or I was the one that had to bleed the brakes, or he showed me how to, he just showed me a lot of things, how to change things, how to change, outlets and light switches and all that stuff. So I thank him for making me not dependent on per se a man. I'm not going to go into like gender roles, but I mean not having to depend on somebody to do shit for me. I
A
can do it
man or
myself.
anybody. correct?
Like the other day, my vacuum was clogged, so I took the whole thing apart and unclogged it, put it all back together. I had to like remove the hoses and everything.
It might roll all lumpy and stuff, but you fixed it, right?
No, it works good now.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that because that's a big thing in somebody's life. Maybe not to somebody else because it's not their mom or dad or whatever, but you never know until it happens to you how special
Yep.
something that is. So I just wanted you to know that I knew, and I'm sure Alberto and Eddie know. So that's what we
Yeah.
do here. We take care of each other because nobody in this world takes care of us.
Right?
Even our listeners, they don't care about nobody but themselves.
Classic Steve. Beat up on the listeners.
But
Yeah.
it's something that now I won't forget because it was on my birthday, and
Yeah.
Alyssa won't forget me now because
Right, and that's what we said.
see,
I'll always
that's-
remember your birthday now.
Maybe that's why the Prince was coming on so much. It was something. I go, what the hell does this? I've heard, I hear
Maybe.
Prince on the radio, but not like this. I would go to the store, hear it, get out of the car, get something, come back in, and the song's over already, and then the song, it's another
But-
Prince song or the same song.
Do you
And
want to
it's
hear
just-
something? Do you want
Sure.
to hear something weird?
I
Prince-
love it.
Prince died on my dad's birthday.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I guess that broke Steve.
Isn't that weird?
Yes, it is. Okay, you know what? This is
That's why you're hearing Prince, because it's around the anniversary of my dad, and Prince died on my dad's birthday. It's all connected.
you see, I knew something was going on. I hear Prince once in a while. I mean, he's on the radio. People play him, but just in the past week or so, whenever I messaged you, it started happening
Yeah, that's why I'll never forget what day Prince died.
on your dad's birthday. When's
On my dad's
this?
birthday.
I don't
April
know.
21st,
April 21st.
2016.
It's my
Is
son's
it your son's birthday?
Mhm.
Oh wow!
April
Oh.
21st.
It's all connected.
Oh no!
Yep.
This is Alberto. If you
No.
say that's when you
So-
were born, I'm gonna fall over this chair.
What are we doing? Like what are the 6 degrees of separation from Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon or something like?
Yeah,
We have dates all
everyone's all
connected.
connected somehow. Yeah,
So
Yes.
but crazy.
I don't want to bring
So,
the show down about death or nothing, but Eddie, I was talking to Eddie a little bit before the show, and if you don't mind if I say that, Eddie, that your mother passed away, and I don't know when, but I know she did.
what
And,
day? So it's connected to me.
Oh, Eddie, when
In
was
June. In June.
June what?
June. I can't remember. I think it was a 12th, I think.
Okay, so it was mid
Of
June.
this
it was
year?
in June. No, of
Oh,
2012.
okay. So it's been 11 years.
Anybody got anything going on with June? Okay, before
Yes.
we move on.
No.
Oh, you do?
No.
What?
Oh.
What's going on in June, Alyssa?
My dad died June 23rd.
See, June 2012. Oh, so what's 12 and 12?
24.
24.
And you take away one?
23.
23.
Okay, now you're stretching it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
He
that's-
died in my that's my real dad. My real dad died June 23rd, 1990.
Okay, is this the one that is this the one we're talking about?
No, that's my stepdad. My stepdad passed away on the 23rd.
Okay, okay. Were you close to? Oh, you're close to the one that.
Yeah, my
you
dad
followed.
lived in Georgia.
Your
But
real
I was-
dad.
my real dad.
Okay,
I was
okay.
18 when he passed away, but I've been with my stepdad since I was 5.
People listening on the podcast and watching. Hey, this is life, and things happen to not just you all, but to us too.
Yeah.
We didn't plan this. It's just the
Yes.
way the conversation
Yes.
goes.
Yeah, don't worry. We're going to talk about some other stuff in just a few minutes, but I wanted to get these out because I was talking to Eddie about something like that, and I knew his mom passed before, and I know Alyssa because she was, when I was texting her, she was telling me, and Alberto.
Well, this is a good time, anyways, because this is our last show before Dia de los Muertos,
That's the what is
Day of the Dead,
what-
Steve.
Day of the
Oh,
Dead,
why
which
do
is
you say
Wednesday.
Steve's
It's-
favorite holiday.
Day of the Dead?
Is Wednesday, November 1st.
Okay, I still don't understand that. That's when you go eat a lot of food on the cemeteries, right? Is that what it is?
kinda
I
like-
don't understand. Eddie explained it
Yeah.
to me
Way
once.
to
It's
open it
more
up, Alyssa.
you remember the people you lost.
Yeah.
It's more of a
You just remember
Right.
the past, the people that
Yeah,
have
it's-
passed,
it's-
loved ones.
And I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know if you've ever watched Coco,
The
the
gymnastic.
movie Coco. No,
Oh.
the movie Coco, the Disney movie Coco.
I haven't.
It's an animated feature,
I
and that's more on the Dia de los Muertos. And a lot of people make some people call it altars, like I'm sure Eddie also calls it an ofrenda,
Mhm.
which is, you do like an altar and you put everybody's picture that has passed and you put like their favorite items next to them.
Like the favorite
And-
things they
their favorite things, because we believe on Dia de los Muertos,
Uh-huh.
those souls come back, and to have their things there that are their favorites, they're more likely to come back to like your house and visit you. And
I think that's really cool. And but
kind of like to honor the person that
I'm not-
passed away.
and I love that. I love that thing, the meaning. But why? How come the people dress up with the scary faces, or they paint their faces like to look scary?
like the sugar skulls.
Sugar. I don't.
Well,
I don't know.
they in Mexico they'll do like a skeleton head, like a skull, and they're called sugar skulls with the paintings and the colors and and the stuff on their face. It's just a symbol of
Death.
Wow.
I was wondering because you see people
It's
in
a
the
celebration.
Yeah, it's a celebration of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I'm not making fun of it, guys. I don't want you guys to jump on me. I remember talking about it, and
You're actually more well behaved now that Alyssa's here and she explains it.
what are you talking about?
Eddie knows it. We have our PTSD over trying to explain it to you in previous years.
Well, no, because the way Eddie explained it, he said like you have to get like Alyssa. He said you had to get like a big caravan of people in lowriders and go up to the cemetery with like Thanksgiving dinners and stuff like that,
Eddie did
No.
not say that.
and then sit Indian style around all the thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, what Indian style?
No.
Eddie
If you-
did not say that either.
Yes,
If that's what-
Probably, you probably
that's what the
see
person
like
that
the orange
passed away,
carnations.
yes.
What's that?
I want to.
You probably see those orange like carnations around a lot.
The orange
Have
kind.
you
What's the orange mean? Is that
It's just the
there's a meaning,
color
right?
that a lot of people use. Yeah, I don't know the significance of the color, but that's the flower that they use during Dia de los Muertos. You'll see it like on the streets. People in the corner are selling them. A lot of people use it to decorate their ofrendas.
Interesting. Eddie, do you do that?
Do I do that? I don't go all out like that, but
I'm
Yeah,
just
I do.
wondering if there's no right or
no.
wrong answer.
no, I don't go all out like that.
Yeah.
But we do celebrate it. Not we go up to the cemetery. My mom.
Alberto, do you do that? Do you
No.
mind? Oh, okay. Do you
No, I
mind if
never have.
Do you have anybody important? Not important, but a passing
No.
that you would like? No.
No.
Okay.
He's one of the lucky ones that doesn't have
Yeah.
anybody that's passed away yet.
I have a lot.
I have. Don't worry.
Yes, he has, but
Yeah.
no, you don't want to let us
Nah.
know about that. Okay. All right. So he doesn't want to know. All right. Well, I'm still lucky to have my parents today. I've had some scares, but I could understand. I understand, but I don't know how it's gonna feel until it happens. But it's eventually gonna happen. So I'll know that feeling you all feel, and anybody listening that's lost a parent feel. You can always
Wasn't
say, "I know how you feel," but you really don't know until it happens, right?
Yeah. Was it 2 weeks ago we were talking about it, and we said the two things that are definite in life, and that's taxes and death.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that true? Was that the true quote?
Something like
Because
that.
Because remember, I thought it was a different. It was what was it? Taxes and death.
Mm-hmm.
Death and taxes usually.
Okay,
Yeah.
it wasn't birth and death or something like that.
No.
Okay. Hey, I admit when I'm wrong. Very rare, but I'll admit it. I was wrong. Okay.
We're all born to die.
We're all
Yep.
born to die. We all die to live too. Isn't that another saying?
Yeah.
Ah, man. Well, Alberto, You
Yeah.
see, I don't like putting people on the spot. But it's hard to say, hey, Alyssa, it's okay if I ask you about something very personal? Or
Yeah.
Eddie, is it okay
Or-
if I ask you?
Oh,
And
I'm
then
like,
I'll
yeah.
get to Alberto, and I don't want
Yeah.
him to blow my ass off the microphone.
No.
You can ask, but
I mean, just my dad
Yeah.
died. What are we going on now? Almost 18 years, 17 and a
Oh.
half. So
Well, see, so we had a minus 17 years. My dad was
Yeah.
17 years on the 23rd.
See, I remember that -1? Alberto was
Oh,
the
God.
-1. Now it's together. Now it's
It's
complete.
all 6. What is it? 6
Don't
6
say
feet of separation.
Yes,
Is that what it's
6.
called?
Yes. See, these boxes look like we're really close, but we're 6 feet apart.
miles
We're-
COVID.
we're
Oh,
6
sorry, I
miles
said
apart.
it.
Yeah, great. We're gonna get our legal
Sorry.
now.
See, we had an actual good show until Alyssa's gonna get it canceled now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cut the show. We'll start over.
Oh God.
Who's here? Happy birthday, belated birthday, Steve. Hello, everyone, and Alberto. Is that a Ramon?
That's
Probably.
out of
Oh.
lockup.
We do it for my brother. Oh, okay. I think it is Ramon.
Yeah. it's
I
Ramon.
see posts. I don't know if you guys follow our friends with Ramon on Facebook. Alyssa, I don't know if she even knows who Ramon is. Does she, Alyssa?
I don't think so.
I'm sure he follows you.
He was on before she was on. So
Okay.
when
Yeah, I
we
know.
used to have him on.
Yeah, I know he said his brother passed away. I always see it every year when I don't know if it's his birthday or the day he passed. And I don't know if he's ever talked about it when he's came on his few times. I can't remember what happened because I know he was young.
It was I mean, I don't know. I won't say it because I don't know if Ramon wants me to say it, but I do know the
You know what?
circumstances.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't good. It was
Okay.
A
tragic.
sudden. Yeah.
Okay.
It was
sudden.
It shouldn't have happened. I'll say that much. I mean,
Okay.
if I see it on the comments that I can say it, then or he wants to write it down, I can read it. But
All right, Ramon, if you're there and would like us to talk about it a little bit, or Alberto, let us know. He was in a car accident, wrong way driver.
Got it.
yeah,
Okay.
it was I forget if it was
Drunk
drunk or not, but
yeah,
it
is it
was
drunk driver?
Drunk driver?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's sad.
Ay,
Well, sorry to
ay.
hear about that.
You know, and those are the hard deaths. I mean, like when I talk about my dad, he was 76. Okay, that's acceptable. I'm sure with Alyssa, your dad was older. You can accept that. But when you lose somebody you love and they're young and it shouldn't have happened, I mean, I assume that's just much harder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And my dad was in his 60s.
I mean, that's still kind of young.
it's still
Yeah.
young.
Yeah,
but
my
still.
mom was 69. 69.
Yeah, but even I understand like when somebody's older, a loved one, whether it's a relative, parent, or whatever, and they're 50s, 60s, 70s versus somebody who's maybe a teenager and dies unexpectedly or something, or an accident, or like you said, hit by a drunk driver, which shouldn't happen because that's why there's a law against drinking and driving. Because
Well,
you could
listen
kill
to
somebody.
this. This is what he writes. Driver was convicted to 1 year of prison, got out after 6 months, and he ended up passing away and died in the same hospital and the same room and died of the same injuries.
In the
Crazy.
same room
Same
his-
room.
as his brother that passed.
It must have been like the emergency room.
How
But-
did he got in a car?
Or did he crash? Have another crash? Or
Was it-
Probably. I'm.
Somebody
That's
hit
just
him?
all it says.
I don't
That's
know.
all it says. He died of
Ramon.
the same injuries.
Ramon,
which
did
is,
somebody hit him?
Karma, I think. In my eyes, that's karma right there.
Hopefully it wasn't he did it again. He was out drinking and driving, and this time he died because he could have killed somebody else.
He was hit by an elderly couple jaywalking.
Oh, he was jaywalking in the
Yeah.
Yep.
he only got a year?
That's what I'm saying. Karma. He didn't get what he deserved. So in the end, he did.
Oh. Out after 6 months? Wow.
Yeah. So he,
And
you
we're
know, the
taking a life.
justice system didn't give him what he deserved. So
How in the I know some
I
people
know people aren't religious, but I'm going to say
Isn't
God
that
did. God did
Involuntary
it.
manslaughter? Isn't that involuntary manslaughter?
It depends on if it's like your first DUI death, it could be manslaughter. But if once it's after, not first death, but first conviction, first DUI conviction, if it's your second conviction, it's murder.
So even manslaughter, isn't that's more than 1 year, isn't it?
Think
You would
so.
think, yeah.
You would think, yeah.
Because even yeah, because okay, for one, you're drinking and driving, and then if you kill somebody, yeah, it's manslaughter because you didn't plan on. Even though you're drinking, and you know you're not supposed to. You were drinking and under the influence, and you didn't plan on going. I'm going to go hit somebody and kill them.
Right.
So, but manslaughter, I thought was automatic.
Like 15 years.
Yeah, like 15. You know how they say like 15 to life, which means you're not going to do life. You'll do at least 15, and then maybe
Then
Sometimes
you're
7.
eligible for parole.
Yeah.
If you look it up, it will pop up on Whittier Daily News. Oh, it was in Whittier.
Was it that one guy, the one guy recently that killed 4 people in Pepperdine?
Oh, they filed the wrong charges.
Did they go for too much? I guess.
They filed the wrong charges. So what did they think he was doing?
Well, no. Maybe it sounds like
Yeah.
when it could have been a manslaughter, but they went for murder. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll go for too much, and then a jury will just say, you know what? I mean, we don't think this like murder's premeditated. So that's probably what happened. The prosecutor just went for too much. Should have.
So because they went for too much, then they said, "Oh, we can't give him that much time."
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Prosecutor went for the home run and
We only got to second base. First base.
Oh man. Well,
that sucks. Well,
sorry
that
about
sucks.
that, Ramon. We're talking about this because it is Halloween, and it's not a downer show, but more of a like for Alyssa. I'm looking at the good things that she learned from her dad, the cool things that I notice about her. Eddie, I know Eddie's a quiet guy in my eyes, and I know him off the show, and not very an emotional guy, but he hurts just like all of us, and I feel for him. I know his character. This is a little more outgoing, so she's more. You can look at her, and she's always talking. She's always talking. So you probably already know how she is. Eddie's not too much. So
I think I got a lot of that from my mom too. She
She's
was
more
kind of
quiet.
she was laid back, quiet,
Stoic.
very very respectful, very
Heck?
nurturing.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh my god! I thought Alyssa. Where's your boyfriend at? Is he under the
No,
table?
it's the baby. The baby must be doing something, and they told him no.
Oh, I was gonna say, Alyssa, tell your
I-
boyfriend to go get out under the table and leave you alone.
I was going to say, Alyssa might be giving him a Basic Instinct show underneath the camera. He got excited.
He's like, yeah.
No, I'm actually facing the wall. There's nobody in here. I'm like in the dining room, and they're in the living room. So,
Anybody want to read the next comment?
well, it says he blamed my sister, who's been through a lot, made us sit through the trial. Was tough, man. I don't know who blamed his sister.
The guy who
The
Who
drunk
was
driver?
accused?
the drunk driver. Yeah.
Why would he blame the sister? Oh, he blamed his sister.
No, he blamed Ramon's sister because I guess in the car was Ramon's sister and brother.
Oh,
They
okay.
had gone to get something and they were on the way back home and it just happened. I mean, close to their house. I don't know. I don't know the exact.
So
I
they
don't know.
know who it was.
Well, so they knew-
were
they
like
knew the guy.
friends.
Oh, they knew each other.
No.
They-
I don't think they knew the guy.
So the drunk driver, why would he blame his sister? Because she was just in the car?
Well, because she was driving the other car, and then he was trying to say that I guess she was making a mistake. She turned to her, I don't know
okay.
what.
Oh, okay.
It was her fault the way she was driving that caused the accident.
Right,
Which
okay.
Let's see.
Oh, so the brother wasn't driving. He was a passenger.
yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
okay.
she was
Passenger.
making a turn or something, and he was on the wrong side and hit her.
If I remember correct, I think he's speeding or something, just driving recklessly, and then she made her turn like she was allowed to, and then he just hit her. Hit
Yeah,
them.
He was-
probably
kind-
T-boned her, and the brother being the passenger
He was
got the
probably,
impact.
the drunk driver was probably going, something like, oh, she couldn't just wait, even though she
Yeah.
probably had the right of way.
I mean,
Yeah, she didn't see me.
I know there was another case nearby this area that there was a driver and she was driving drunk and then she hit a jaywalker. And, of course, the lawyer's going to say, well, if the person wasn't jaywalking, nothing would have happened. But, still,
Right.
if your client's not drinking and driving, your client probably sees a pedestrian quicker. So,
Alyssa,
Yep.
keep reading.
I'm fine talking about it because I know people go through tragedies no matter the age of the person. But anytime I can talk about my little brother, I'll do it.
Does it get to a point when you lose a loved one where you want to talk about it because it's it
comforting.
makes you feel better? I'm
It's
sure there's
comforting.
maybe there are
Mhm.
time where hey, you don't want to talk about it because it's new and stuff like that. But does it ever come to a point where you want to talk about it because it's like you're talking and you're remembering good times and stuff
I don't
like
think
that?
it's that you want to talk about it. I think it just gets easier to talk about it.
Okay.
It's kind of like you don't get over it. You just learn to, and you don't. I'm trying to figure out how to say
well,
it.
I mean, you accept it at
It's
some point. It's
yeah, because there's what is it, 5 stages of grieving, and everybody grieves differently. But after a while, you just kind of you learn to live with it. You never get over it,
Yeah, you never get over it.
but you
There's
learn to
always
live with it.
there's always
Uh,
something that
you always
reminds
want the person there, especially if it's somebody
Yeah.
close like a parent. I mean, you always want your parents there, but
Does it ever like get to a point when you're talking about things, but it's like funny things and have fun things and you don't mind talking about it? Or
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to understand.
yeah.
Like, I mean, of
Yeah.
course
Yeah, I
you don't
mean-
want to talk about
Oh,
the
remember
bad.
when? Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't think we've, or me, Steve, and Eddie have lost like a friend, But you get that, when you lose a friend, you get together with the other friends and you just start talking about the fun stuff you had back in the days, funny stories and stuff.
Yeah.
I
have a friend
it's
that passed
that,
away.
but you might be like that, like with your friends and stuff. Then you go home by yourself and you start thinking about other stuff, and that's hard. But I mean, it's just like I said, you kind of learn to accept it.
Sometimes you're even driving and you listen. There's a song comes on that reminds you of that person. That, she used to like this song. Oh, it reminds you. It's just you never forget. There's always something that reminds you of them.
Like I said, I have both my parents, and I've had some scares. I don't know. I haven't really talked to Alyssa about it too much, but with Eddie and Alberto, they've known me longer, so they kind of know. So, and I have in the back of my mind, when it happens, I'm gonna have a rough. I know, I'm not saying nobody else has a rough time, but I know that's gonna be rough on me. I know I seem to be like I don't care about things and stuff like that, but I do. I have a family outside of this show, and just like everybody else, and it lingers on me because I know, it's not gonna be good for me, but maybe helping me talk to you guys about it is
the circumstances of the death is always a factor. It's a huge factor. If you've got a parent who's been sick or who has, has something that they're in pain and they're suffering, and they've had it for a while, you're able to come to terms with okay, this is going to happen soon. Let me prepare. You're able to prepare. You're able to say the things you want to say. You're able to, be able to prepare yourself to grieve that this is what's going to happen. When it's sudden, my dad was a sudden death and my stepdad was like sudden death. There, you don't get that goodbyes. You don't get that last moments in preparation. So it's just the circumstances and how someone passes away, which will help the person deal with it.
okay. You said that.
I mean, it
Eddie,
doesn't get
did
it.
you know? You kind of knew it might happen.
My mom?
Yes.
Well, yeah. When she went in the hospital, she said she didn't want to be resuscitated or whatever.
That's like my grandma.
So we had to wishes. So
So
they
you kind of
unplugged her.
had, like Alyssa said, you kind of had some kind of feeling that it could happen,
Yeah, we
and
knew.
to
Well,
kind of prepare yourself.
we knew. Like
Yeah, and it's still hard.
when the doctor told us that, you know, if you want us to unplug her, it's going to be, could be an hour, could be a couple of days, and yeah, and it was a
Yeah.
couple of days, 2 or 3 days after they unplugged her, she passed.
All right. Alberto, did you know or
Well,
it was coming?
I mean, I knew it was coming. I didn't expect it that day, and then it was kind of sudden. He fell, and then he just never regained conscience. It happened
Oh.
early in the morning, and then took him to the ER, and then that's when he passed.
So he fell
I'd
down,
come
hit his
home.
head.
I don't know. I don't know. He might have, but I don't think that was it. It was all heart, lung, you know, cardiopulmonary problems. It wasn't a head hit, but I think that was pretty much it when he fell.
Mm-hmm.
So he maybe
Just
fell
trauma.
from
You know, I think
breathing.
the paramedics
Mhm.
kind of resuscitated him. They took him to the ER, and then I guess he went out again, and they tried their best, but he was done.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
it's. I
And when
remember talking to somebody at that day. I'm like, he was 48 when I was born. I spent most of my teenage years and my early 20s just waiting for him. I mean, this was going to happen, and it was going to happen soon. I kind of knew it, just the way he was, smoking cigarettes all day, almost all his life. I mean, and he had health problems for about 2 years. Like he couldn't work anymore. He couldn't really walk anymore without pain, and you know,
Yeah.
like that. I'm expecting it, but I wasn't expecting it that day. It just happened quick.
yeah, and see, when my father-in-law passed away, but he had cancer. He was already diagnosed, and we knew it was coming. And still, when it happens, it sucks. It hurts,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a different circumstance. You knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah.
Well, you see, people, Alyssa and Eddie and Alberto that watch us think that we don't have hearts, or they just think we come on and we have a hell of a life. We just laugh all the time.
No.
We have hurt too that happens to us in our
Yep.
lives.
Everybody's
And,
going through something.
Yes. That's why always be careful when you talking about somebody, whether it's
Mhm.
in a bad way or whatever, because you don't know what they're going through.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
know what? You're gonna something you're gonna go through one day is gonna happen, and you're gonna remember that. And hopefully somebody isn't giving you shit or giving you a hard time or talking about you in a wrong way that they shouldn't be, because you just
Yeah.
don't know. There's another thing. The people like that talk shit on people for whatever reason, whether it's in the workplace or if just friends or yeah, it's like why are you talking about this? They're not paying your rent or your house
Mhm.
payment. They're not sucking your dick. I mean, what do you get out of it of talking about somebody that's not even relevant to you? Just
Mhm.
because you don't like them, if you don't like them, don't talk about them, or just
Yep.
don't even look like they exist. Just don't even, when I
Yeah.
don't like somebody, I just forget about them. I don't, because if I talk about them, it's going to make me think about them more, and I don't want to think about somebody that it doesn't really, maybe they just not my kind of person, but I won't talk shit on them. I'll just like, okay, I don't need you. I just, maybe I don't like the ways you do things and stuff, which is cool. But I'm not going to talk about you because I'll sit here talking about you all day and then you'll never be out of my mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we missed a lot of comments here.
Yeah.
This is our Halloween show, folks, and we're
It's our death show.
it's
Our death show.
it's day of the death. Day of the Death, is that what it's called?
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead. Which, hey, it's not. It's like I like when you. I like it more if you say you're going to celebrate their life instead of saying, "Oh, they're dead,"
Mm-hmm.
because whether, like you said, if it's a parent or whatever, they raised you, they brought you into this world. If they didn't bring you to this world, like if it was a stepdad or something, they raised you and maybe it feels better to say celebrating, to talk about them, all the funny things, and maybe you're right. When you go somewhere by yourself after you're done talking about it, maybe you'll cry or in a good cry, like remembering. But it's gotta feel okay to talk the good things to people about somebody you loves. I gotta imagine that it has to feel good. I won't know until it happens, but I hope.
Yeah.
Like when I hear you talk about you learn things and this and that, I'm like, oh, that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't text you and say that's cool, but I text you and said, hey, it shows, and because you tell us certain things that you do, and you're like, damn, she did that, and stuff like that, and I think it's cool.
Just don't
And-
take people for granted because you never know.
Yes.
Don't take people for granted, especially people you love that you care about.
Halloween, is that a good time to talk about people passing? If it, I think we're the first show who's ever done this, Alberto.
I doubt it, but
Oh, okay. Well, just say yeah. Make me feel better.
yeah, Steve, man, you got a good topic, man.
Woo!
We're on the way to the top.
Steve.
Okay, so we missed a lot of comments here. So Ramon, we're gonna go back up to you in a minute. We have a YouTuber that we very rarely get YouTube comments, but we do sometimes. And Eddie, you want to read, or somebody want to read these? Steve Raven. Both my parents passed away in our house, in the same hospital bed, in the same spot, but 4 years apart. Every now and then I still forget and think real quick about what they are doing. It's odd how sometimes that happens, how we think they are still here.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Is that Eddie? Does that...
Yeah, there's a, like, every time we go to the cemetery, like, there's always seems to be a butterfly, like, all the time.
See
like
them every day.
Yeah, like a butterfly, and it's oh, grandma's here. And we'll say mom's here, grandma's here.
Yeah.
Because it's always a butterfly.
Mine's a monarch butterfly, and I have it tattooed on my back.
Oh, look at you two got something in common. The butterfly,
So
Alberto.
I don't
What do you
know
see?
if it's. I don't know if that's.
Not
I don't
That's
know.
what they say. They say that butterflies are somebody's spirit
Really?
coming to say hi. Yeah.
I mean,
Could be.
it's almost like the caterpillar, and then
Mm-hmm.
it gets in the cocoon, it dies, and then it
Mhm.
reemerges as spirit, I guess.
What did you see, Alberto? A butterfly too? That
No,
reminds you of something, or is there anything?
I don't think I see anything.
Okay. You've
I
never
see
saw some
butterflies, and I see I find pennies.
pennies.
Mm-hmm.
Alberto said, I see dead people.
Yeah.
I just see people treating me crappy the way my dad did. And it reminds
Oh
me.
no.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Especially
God.
Steve.
Okay, I need to apologize to all the
The
people
dead?
that are laid to rest to death. We apologize. Whatever Alberto says has nothing to do with the M25 show.
That's my opinion, and not
That's
that
right.
of the M25 show.
That's right. Yeah, you can't even let people rest, Alberto.
No, I mean, honestly, the way sometimes I have to deal with people is like, my dad prepared me for this person.
You know what? Hey, it's not my place to tell anybody what's going on with their parents or how they were brought up, but they brought you into the world. That's all I could say. Whether you had a upbringing was not good memories or whatever, I don't know. But one thing I do know, they brought you into the world, or they raised you the best. Or they raised you, period. Whether it was good, bad, so, or whatever. Right, Eddie? Alyssa? That's the best I
Yeah.
can say.
Yeah.
Alberto, I know you could probably go off and about this and that and that,
I'll
but
start
they
my-
brought
I'll
you into
start
the
my
look
own
at you now.
podcast.
Look at you now.
Sitting
Look at
here
you
on
now.
the M25 show.
That's right. If your dad didn't bring you on here, it'd be Steve, Alyssa, and Eddie.
There'd be no M25 show. This was all my idea.
There you go. There would be
Yeah.
no M25 show. So you know what? You better shut up over there.
Eddie and Alyssa would never have known each other.
Right.
Exactly.
Probably.
Dressing alike and everything.
Right. We're twinsies.
That's right.
It's because our name starts with E.
Sadie Hawkins all over again.
Sadie Hawkins. Do they still have that dance?
I
I
think
don't
so.
know.
Oh
I
my
think.
God.
I
Let me
think
see
so.
here. Randy says, happy belated birthday, Steve. Why do I get a lot of I don't really care anymore.
Because
Because
it was your birthday.
Happy
Yeah,
belated
but
birthday, Steve.
people, I got more birthday wishes the day after than I did of the day. You know
You know
who
why?
remembered is my parents remember my birthday on my day.
But you know why? Because
Why?
you posted, "Thank you everybody for the birthday wishes yesterday." So
Yeah.
then everybody's like, "Oh shit, it was his birthday yesterday. I better say something."
I
Yeah,
saw that.
that shows me how much people really think about me and care about
I
me.
I saw that. I go, what the fuck for? He's gonna get mad at me anyways.
No, I appreciate it, and Randy, Randy says, "Screw you, Steve." No, I appreciate the birthday wishes, belated and everything.
I agree with that, Randy. Randy,
Whatever.
if you want to see a real Steve on his birthday, I'll go check out which birthday bash show. I think Eddie has PTSD from that show when we had like model after model after model.
Because what's wrong with
And
that? I like
Oh
girls.
yeah, I
and,
remember that. That was
and,
like
and
in
he gave Eddie like Eddie, these girls have 1 minute time limit. Okay, so Eddie had a stopwatch, and
wasn't
Eddie had to time these segments, and then Eddie would come, "Hey Steve, it's time," and Steve would yell at Eddie.
I think
Well,
I
because they
was
were
on
getting.
that show. It was like 7 years ago.
Was Alyssa on the show?
Was
What's
it like
wrong with
7 years
that?
ago?
Did you have your 1 minute of second up to Steve?
I remember.
Oh
I don't
my
know if it was that
God.
show, but I remember. Oh no, it was when I was talking about the green juice, and I remember Steve's like, "Okay, can you come on at like 10:20?" I'm like,
No, 10:22
10.
until
Yeah, or
10:24.
something. Yeah, something like that. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
He had like he had a whole
yeah,
list of models,
yeah. I'm like,
and
okay, I think so.
and
What's
I don't
wrong
know
with
if the phone
that?
doesn't ring at
and that was
work. I can.
that was the difficult time with Skype, so it was so hard to get
Yes.
them
Oh
on,
yeah.
and everything got backed up, and then
Uh
Oh.
huh.
so and it was funny. Like half of them showed up, like, okay, what am I here to do? And she's like, it's my birthday. Tell me happy birthday. So they
So
start,
what's the
they start
P?
kissing. They
what's
start
the-
kissing up to Steve. Oh, Steve, happy birthday. And then Eddie be like, Steve, 1 minute. And that's at the time. Eddie, shut up. She's telling me happy birthday.
Well, she was probably taking clothes off. Leave her alone.
She was probably putting them on with you.
Yeah. See, you know what? I even asked Alyssa. See, I asked Alyssa to come on too because she was part of the models. See how sweet I am? Yeah. Anyway, okay, if you're happy, then nobody remembers anymore my birthday. So just be happy, Alberto. Okay. Yeah, Alberto didn't even wish me a happy birthday. He's a real dick. You know that? Jerk off.
I was busy that day.
Well, Randy says that it says you forgot Steve's lower back butterfly tattoo.
Oh God. No,
He has to string them as a tramp stamp.
I don't have that shit. I'm gonna get Will in a. Oh God, get Will in a thong for me. No thanks.
Oh gosh.
No,
Ooh.
no.
Who offered you that?
Randy.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Randy's a good fan. He knows all your weak spots.
William.
no, Randy is Will's sidekick now. Okay,
Oh, is
let's
he-
go back
Is he down at the
to
fortress?
yes,
So Ramon.
Let me see. He blamed my sister, who's been through a lot.
No, right here it says my sister was driving and my brother was passenger. They went to get pizza and he said she was in the wrong, but the driver had a lifted truck and was going through all lanes plus the opposite lane. She turned because he went straight for them. My sister wasn't the most experienced driver. She turned, the truck hit my brother's side. He turned his truck, but thank God witnesses saw him going from lane to lane, both in his direction and the wrong direction. My brother was 15. My brother, we had to make a decision because he was young. He lasted about a week. Was tough to see him like that.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they had
So-
to make a decision to take him off the machines as well.
Mhm.
So he was 15 years old and passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be hard to be, especially the parent
Mm-hmm.
of a son or daughter
Any parent at any age, yeah.
to
Mhm.
see or to. Yeah, what is that saying? It's you're not supposed to. a
You're not
parent
supposed to
isn't
bury your
supposed
children.
Yes,
They're your children.
not supposed to outlive your kids.
Yeah. There was somebody on Facebook that said, "Morning."
Alberto,
Yes. Cynthia Foster.
hello, Cynthia. I don't know why
morning,
she's
Cynthia.
a stranger anymore. I don't like how she calls me names, but I like when she comes and joins the
With your
show
lips,
somehow.
what is your chapstick?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So the Day of the Dead, I'm not really into that stuff, but I'm learning more about it
I
every
am.
year. And that is coming up. Is that coming up, or did it pass?
November 1st.
It's in November.
So it's right after Halloween. Is there a
November
reason
1st
it's right
or
after?
2nd? Is it the 2nd? The 1st.
Let's see.
I think it's the 1st, but it could be like the evening from the 1st to the 2nd.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I'm all cool with the Day of the Dead people that celebrate. I mean, Eddie really.
The 2nd. It's the 2nd.
He really when he explained it to me. I like Alyssa. Alberto and Eddie, don't listen to them. That's how they explained it to me, and I'm like, what is this? You know, they get dressed up like, you know, like they're gonna go trick or treating at the cemetery. And he's telling me, yeah, you know, he's telling me
I
that.
didn't
So
say
like,
that. You're good dressed or trick or treating.
well, anyway,
Talking
so
nonsense. You're talking nonsense now.
And he dresses up as Iron Man.
oh no. So
He
it's
still
on the
has his
second.
plastic mask from when he was a kid and his plastic outfit.
Okay, so it's on the 2nd. Is this
It's on the
true?
2nd.
On
So
the
November
2nd.
2nd is the Day of the Dead,
Yeah.
and that's when
Then
you think
November
of your.
1st, because like November 1st is when you put all your stuff out, I believe.
Mhm.
Oh, so you get ready.
So yeah, you get ready. But it's actually
Okay.
November 2nd.
So can like say I don't do that, like if I don't celebrate it that way,
Then they're
but
gonna
there's
haunt
people
you.
that I know and think about it, is that kind of
They're
a
gonna
Day
come
of the
haunt
Dead
you
kind of
and
way?
do scary things to you. Just kidding.
No, I just I've never done it before.
No, I
because-
mean, no. I honestly, I think it's more like a
is it Mexican thing?
Hispanic. Yeah,
Like a tribute
Yeah.
for the Hispanic
for the
tribe?
person that
Mhm.
passed away.
Do any white
Yeah.
people celebrate that?
I don't think so.
Okay, so here's a good thing. Okay, so Hispanic people, they celebrate it a Day of the Dead. What do white people celebrate in that way? What is it? What would it be called? To do the
Halloween.
same thing that the Hispanics
Halloween.
do. Halloween.
No.
Mhm.
Oh, Eddie. So,
I mean, I don't know if in, you know,
like, what
white
would be their
culture there's
version? What would be the version of Day of the Dead for I can't even saying white people, is that bad?
Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo-Saxon or
The white folk.
Caucasian? The white folk.
I don't know. I don't know
know.
if there's anything in Europe, but I mean, something like a Memorial Day or
White folk.
9/11, when there's a time that you memorialize, but that's just specific. Day of the Dead is for
Yeah.
everyone, anybody who died.
It's Memorial Day. That's what the white people
Oh,
say.
Memorial. No,
But-
that's,
I mean,
No,
but
that's
that- But that's
for
mainly for
service
soldiers.
people. Yeah.
that's for
I-
service. So when everybody when
I guess
that's
there's
just
no,
like somebody. Yeah, there's an
Yeah.
anniversary for Hispanics to think
I
about their
think-
death, past.
I think because
deaths.
Hispanics believe that the spirits live on. And I think I don't want anybody talking shit. But anyways, this is me. Just different cultures believe different things. I believe the white culture believes that when you're dead, you're dead.
Okay.
And you're not there. Hispanics really believe that, the spirits are around.
I think
So
that's,
that's
kind of I'm not sure if that's more of an offshoot of the Aztec, natives,
Mm-hmm.
their stuff.
So okay, I get what you're saying, Lisa. Alyssa, like you're
You
saying,
di-
the white folk believe when you die, they're not around
Well, I think-
here anymore, floating around, or whatever it is.
You die and
They're,
your
they're,
spirits,
they're in heaven.
They go to
I mean,
heaven,
your spirit goes to heaven.
so do you? Okay,
Well, I
Or
mean,
the other
well,
without
it-
starting
it-
a fight
well, I mean,
here.
Well, no, I mean, like to white people, it's kind of like ghosts. If you're still hanging around, you have a problem.
right. Your
when you
business
die, you're-
isn't done.
You're supposed to go up. You're done here. If you're sticking around, haunting people, you have an issue, or you have some unfinished business or something.
Okay.
It's like when like in the Hispanic community, when somebody dies, we do the Rosario for 9 days to help their spirit go from purgatory to heaven.
Okay.
And everybody gets together for 9 days and you pray the rosary and y'all get together and talk about the memory of that person. And then after 9 days, their spirit is supposed to be gone and gone to heaven. Dia de los Muertos, their spirits come back to visit.
Really? Okay. Now this is getting interesting.
Which is
Okay.
why you bring the food.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So the food isn't for the living; it's for the dead. What do you
It's
do?
for
You
the
just leave the food
In
at
a
the
way, I mean,
cemetery?
I think you eat with them. You know, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, relatives you haven't seen for a year. You know, they come home for Thanksgiving. You know, you share food. It's not like
Oh, you mean people that come to see the people that are buried? Not you don't leave the food on the cemetery thing and leave, right? You eat it
You
with
could
the
leave a little bit,
family.
yeah.
yeah, you
You
leave them a
can
little
leave
bit.
some
Mm.
for the
Well, you know what?
rabbits,
Everybody.
and stuff that come around.
Oh God, Eddie. Okay, like Alyssa said, everybody's beliefs are their
Are
beliefs, and
different.
that's just the way it is. You could believe that when you die, you're not here no more. You go to whatever you believe in. If you believe in God, you go to heaven or
Yeah.
the other place, depending
Just
on.
like some people believe in reincarnation.
Some people believe in reincarnation. There's nothing wrong with how you believe. It's your business. Nobody's ever gonna know until you're dead. And you
And then you
can't come
pick.
back and you know these people that say they died and came back. No, when you die and you're dead and you're gone, not come died and you've been resuscitated. No, when you die for good, that's when you know. You'll know if you believe in God, then you know you go to heaven and everything like that. If you don't believe in God and just think it's all hogwash, okay, you could believe that too. You won't know until you die.
Yeah.
And this comes to another thing that I used to think to myself all the time. And I remember somebody said the same thing. They were thinking, I was like, oh man, somebody thinks the same thing. It's like, okay, if you don't believe in God, right? And you know, they say, you know, you got to believe in God, accept Jesus Christ. And there's a heaven and there's a hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then the non-believers think, nah, there's nothing like that, right? And I used to think, you know what? Because I'll say that. I believe in God. And I used to think, you know, the people that don't, what do they have to lose about at least learning about it and believing in God? Because let's say you die. And let's say for the people that don't believe, there's nothing. There is nothing. Okay, well, there's nothing. You're not going to know the difference. But let's say there is.
What if?
What happens? Okay, you did. Then there really is a God and there is a heaven and hell.
There is a God
I mean,
and there is a
are
heaven and
you
hell.
going to gamble that big of a gamble?
Right.
I mean, and I hate to say you just believe so you're scared you don't want to go to hell, but at least you should be thinking about it. It's like, okay, if you believe in God and you die, and let's just say there isn't, you're not even going to know the difference. There's nothing. You're gone. Wherever you go, you're just disintegrate. But for the people that don't believe and there really is, you're going to be in trouble.
Torment.
Yes,
Yep.
and I heard somebody say that once, and I go, "Hey, man, that's how I used to think." And it's like people that really don't believe him. Oh, man, you know that's a pretty big gamble. You see,
Yep.
this is why you listen to the show, people.
I believe in it all. I believe in it all. I believe that there's spirits around. I believe that, you know, there are people that are stuck here. I believe, you know, there are people that have moved on. I want to see those spirits, but I'm not one of those people that have that that ability. Sometimes I hear things, but I don't see. And I wish I did see. I mean, I would love to see. I mean, because spirits don't scare me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know they're around, you know. But that's my belief. Nobody else has to believe what I believe. You know, believe what you want, but that's what I believe.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Nobody's like people that don't believe in God or whatever, and there's a heaven and hell. I never say what I just said. I think it. I go, man.
And I talk to them all the time at work. At work, we have one of my coworkers' boyfriends or ex-boyfriend who turned into like a friend had passed away. He used to live at my work, you know, he lived on property, and he also worked for the company a little bit. So I knew who he was. He passed away. His ashes are in our office. You know, and so I talk to him all the time. We share the same birthday. He's exactly 10 years older than me. We share the same birthday, and I talk to him all the time. good morning. I tell him good morning. You know, I walk by, I talk to him, you know, like he's still there.
That's beautiful, Alyssa.
Yeah.
You see, Alyssa isn't really, witchy and all that. She's a really sweet soul. So not everybody knows that about her.
Yeah.
They watch
And
the
I
show
tried.
and go, she's a nutty nutcase.
Yeah. And then I try like every first of the month. I always try to do I burn my palo santo. It's like a wooden stick that is supposed to be for like it's good energy and spirits and get rid of the bad spirits. So I try to do that like once on the first of the month.
Man, you see, Alberto, you see the things we learn, things that we should already know. We don't even know. I think we should watch our own show.
For once,
get educated.
For once. Okay, but Yola was supposed to come on today, but she couldn't make it. She was supposed to do her sex story or whatever. What was she gonna do? Remember remember Speedy Internet?
Sex Tales.
Yeah, Sex Tales.
Oh,
and, she was gonna come on today.
It would fit good on this program.
Yeah, I guess so. So, hello. She says, "Happy Halloween." Hello, Yola. And then we got Eddie. We got boy, we're way back here. It looks like Ramon jumped back on the other page because I see his name now.
Oh yeah, now I see his name. Yeah.
You know what he did? He went from the fan page and he jumped onto the Steve, Eddie, Alyssa, Alberto page. It's been really tough on both of them, especially my mom, obviously. Thank you guys for this. I pop in from time to time. I really needed this. You're welcome, Ramon.
Yeah.
Stephen Raven, interesting thought on after we die. I guess something we must have said.
Right.
We have a customer that comes to the house here to our office. He says he died for a short time and he can see people. He can see dead people?
I guess maybe when he died, when he came back to life now.
He came and described an older couple walking down the steps from the front door. He described my mom and dad, but yet he never knew them. The second time he came, he described my dad sitting in a chair in our office as we were all there. How can that be? How can that be, Eddie?
I can't explain that. I don't know.
I don't know. So he's saying somebody died and they were brought back to life, resuscitated probably, and now they can see dead people.
We had a near-death experience, and so I don't know. Can't explain it.
I've never seen, you could say a spirit, but a dead person, because like it'd be like somebody I knew who passed away. Like if I saw my uncle walk in the room and I'd be, oh man, and I knew he's dead. I mean, he's not gonna look like a ghost. I would hope he would look like the flesh, right? Like walk in and you'd be like, oh my God. And then, so I don't hate to say spirit. Me, I'd be like, oh wow, how the heck would you tell somebody that? You go, hey, I just saw my uncle. You know he's
someone
dead.
That looks like him.
No, like if I was sitting here right now and we just walked in the room, I wonder if they talk. Alberto, do they talk?
Do spirits talk?
I guess if that's what they're called, like somebody that's died. Yeah, I guess a spirit. But they would
a ghost. What do you want to call it?
Do they look like? Do they look like you can touch them, or do they look clear, like ghosts? You know how you?
No, they're like a mist.
Oh, so they don't look like me and you with body. Like if they walked into the room and it would look like you can go up and hug them.
No, they're like transparent, I believe, and like a mist where you can get the image of them. You see them. Okay. It depends. Sometimes you see their head and then it kind of fades out their bottom and they have like no legs. Sometimes, you can see their full body. You see their feet head to toe. It just depends on how strong the spirit is and how much energy the spirit has. Like some spirits are really strong and have a lot of energy and can move objects. Some spirits are really strong and can vocalize. You could hear them. Some spirits are just there. You can barely see them and they're there. Some, they pull energy like from your light. What's that beeping?
Eddie's
heart monitor.
He's getting a visit.
It's scaring me.
That was his ghost detector.
Yeah.
Eddie's heart's racing now.
What
Thinking,
did
oh,
that?
shit.
What did the Ghostbusters have? That thing with the
Yeah,
two
the
antennas?
EPA or EP, whatever it's called.
Eddie's gonna get a slime buster. What was that
And
thing
some
called?
some ghosts can, like, they pull their energy from your, like, electricity. So when your lights flicker,
Oh
Yeah. See,
man,
ever seen Ghost?
I've seen Ghost.
Whoopi Goldberg.
I don't know, they
Whoopi-
fascinate me. I don't know why,
Eddie's
but
getting
that's
choked
like
up.
one of the things that fascinates me is spirits. They wholly fascinate me.
You see, Alyssa, how
I
she
watch
believes?
everything on them.
Eddie, I mean, God, do I believe they're spirits? I don't think.
I've
My
been to the
beliefs-
Whaley house I don't know how many times in San Diego, hoping to see something.
Have you ever?
No,
All right.
no.
I
but
don't know. I don't know if they're spirits.
You
I
know,
think
I've
I
gone
think
on
it's
the-
the devil.
I've
That's
gone on
more-
the ghost tour there
That's
in
more
San
paranormal
Diego, and
stuff,
I
isn't
felt
it?
cold, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think isn't that? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I think if it's more of a, like Alyssa says, she's not scared of it, and that's cool. But a lot of people are,
Mhm.
and I think it's like the devil, because the devil wants to scare you, and
Yeah,
you
he'll
shouldn't
devour
be.
you.
You shouldn't be scared of those things if because the first
Yeah.
thing people are scared. Like, oh man,
Well,
like,
there are bad spirits. There's black spirits out there.
I think
you
it's
know.
just the devil.
The devil.
Mhm.
Satan.
I think it's the old
Yeah.
Satan.
It's like demonic.
Ugh.
Those are the scary ones, and those are the most powerful ones.
But it could be cunning too. I mean, the devil comes at you in different ways,
Mhm.
just depending on
Could be cunting.
cunning.
Cunning.
Like,
Cunning.
What does that mean?
like
You
contempt
see,
you with
I'm all
different-
confused right now.
He-
Cunning means he can trick you.
He can
and
tempt you. Yeah, he
Mhm.
can trick you, tempt you in a good way
Yeah.
to do bad things.
I don't want to do bad things. I think I
No.
may change my ways after the show today.
Ooh.
Well, see, you can't touch yourself anymore.
I can't
What
what?
is the Bible
Yeah.
says
you
he
can't have
walks
your way with yourself anymore. That's
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh, wait a
Well, the
minute.
Bible
Okay,
says
hold on a second.
the
Oh,
devil
Yeah.
walks around
You
like a
know-
roaring lion, waiting whom he'll devour.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Yes,
stop, Eddie.
You're gonna have to go get some sage.
it's gonna devour you,
Even-
Steve. That's
Burn
what
some
it is.
sage in your house in the
Hey, what
corners
if-
of every.
What did I do?
I'm not saying-
I don't want the
You're the
devil
one
in-
saying you're gonna change.
Well, what does that mean about the devil's coming
Cleanse
after
your
me?
house.
I like how the evil laugh Melissa just did. Okay, listen, guys. I believe. Isn't that a song?
I could fly.
Yeah, I can fly. Oh boy, isn't that guy in trouble too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
We don't endorse that song
Yeah.
here.
I don't mean to sing that song. You see, that's the devil screwing with me right now, making me sing R. Kelly songs.
mhm.
Oh Lord. Oh my gosh. Well, people, this is you gotta love your family, and like Eddie said, don't take it for granted because they can go at any time.
You never.
They don't have to.
Tomorrow
be
is never promised.
That's right.
Life is precious.
Yep.
That's right. Like I said, the only way I would believe in these spirits, like Alyssa's talking about, that you see like a mist or whatever, and sometimes there's half of them, or there's this, is if Alyssa, I hope she lives forever, but if she would pass and I would be alive, and then I saw just big butt walk in the room, then I would believe it, Eddie. That's it. Just a butt. I mean, so there's Alyssa. Then I would go, she was right. Oh, yeah, I hear her boyfriend going, yeah.
You can't hear what you're saying.
I'm just
I have
messing with you.
headphones on.
He's watching. He's
Yeah.
watching
Right.
live.
He's going, Alyssa's going to haunt people with her butt. How you doing? Say they haunt people? Why do they say they haunt? They're just, I would think they're just visiting, right? Why do people say they're haunting? There's
Well,
Because
ghosts that-
some.
Well,
I
well, if
guess
you
they
stick
can.
around,
They can. Like
Yeah.
Like have
Well,
you seen
so
the?
I'm-
Remember the movie The Entity? She was haunted.
is that the one that was in her underwear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Entity.
well,
That
what's
was a
the
crazy
one
movie.
with? What's with the one? Is that the one with the ghost having sex with the woman?
Mhm.
I
Yep.
remember that one.
I guess maybe some just stick around to
Well,
go
like
get their enemies. That's
Like
more
like
of a
Elizabeth
haunting.
says, there's evil spirits, and they want to do bad things. You know?
Yeah.
Will there be evil spirits on Halloween, Alyssa?
Probably. There's evil spirits every day.
Do
It
you
just
think
depends
people?
on where they're at.
You think people who don't think about them or believe in them or whatever, because, I don't see evil spirits, and maybe because I don't think of them or I don't believe in them or what.
Or
I
or the
could say I
spirits.
didn't believe in them. I just don't think about it. So is
Yeah.
that a big thing that if you don't think about it,
Well,
you won't see them?
Or maybe the spirits don't care about you.
yeah. Well,
Well,
who sees spirits the most?
who?
Children.
Well, I
Children.
never saw nothing when I was a
Like
kid.
I thought you were going to say
like
cats.
babies are more open. They're more like, you know, and in me, I'm very open to them, but I don't see them. And that's what they say. Like if you're very open and you believe and you this and that, and I do all that, I'm like, where are you? You know, I talk to them, but I still don't see them. Supposedly because kids are so naive and open, and they see them. So if you like ever have, when you have grandchildren or whenever you have another baby that you see often, and you see them like looking like, I even see it here with the baby that's here. He's like looking, I'm like, what are you looking at? Who are you looking at? My grandson at my house, at my mom's house, used to play peekaboo. And I'm like, who are you playing peekaboo with? And I always thought it was my dad, because he would like stand on the wall and go like around the corner. Like he'd be like, Namo, what are you doing? Are you playing peekaboo with somebody? So yeah. Little
Alberto,
kids are.
do you play peekaboo with anybody?
Well, I would think that's kind of like, especially kids and young children,
Mhm.
it kind of like, when as they grow up, adults tell them, don't be doing that. That looks weird or something. And,
Yeah.
they might lose it.
But how come the kids that, when they're little and stuff, how come they don't remember when they grow up? Because sometimes people go, oh, I
Well-
remember when I was 3, I did this. Why don't they ever remember, oh, I was playing peekaboo with grandpa or
It's a guardian
Yeah.
angel.
uncle so-and-so? Huh?
Yeah.
A guardian angel.
Oh, they tell them not to talk about it?
No, I'm saying it could be a guardian
Keep it
angel.
a secret.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's our
okay.
little secret.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Gosh.
Well, that's like kids, like when they have like imaginary friends. Sometimes it's not an imaginary friend. It's a spirit.
So that's what Eddie's had for a long time.
Imaginary friend?
Yes. So it's a spirit.
I have no imaginary friends.
Eddie. That's a whole nother story I'm not going to get into, Eddie. I won't even
No,
tell that
Eddie.
story.
Remember when Steve and I used to work with you? You'd be in your own aisle talking. Steve and I,
Oh, yeah.
who's Eddie talking to?
Yeah,
He's
it's like, who the hell is this guy? I
Yeah.
walk over there, it's just
Checking
Eddie
myself out.
talking
you'd
to
be
a
talking
can
to
of
Charlie.
beans.
So his
Yeah.
friend Charlie.
So you got to
Oh,
get done,
we
Eddie. You
go
got
over
to get
there?
done. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so everybody, you learned a little bit more about us, but we want to really see how deep Alyssa is. Okay, Alberto, can you pull out a card? Wait a minute, is that how you? Was that what was it called? How deep
Oh,
are
yeah.
you?
No, let's get deep.
Oh yeah, well
Let's
let's get
get deep.
deeper
Okay, let's
into
get
Alyssa.
deep.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh boy.
Let's get
Yeah, I don't
physical.
care. I'll answer anything.
Let's get a little deeper. Let's see something about Alyssa, so you guys can take in your Halloween
Yeah,
weekend.
we'll get the deeper
Oh, we're
card.
going deeper.
Deeper.
All right, let's go. This is for Alyssa.
Okay. So the question is, what was the last thing you had to meticulously prepare for?
Oh my god,
Meticulously prepared for.
I'll let you read it.
Gosh.
I feel like it's a spelling bee. Do you need a definition? Meticulously.
Country of origin.
I'm gonna say the purchase of my car, because I had to put my budget I had to be very meticulous on like every penny. Like I'm one that I have a calendar, and I have, when everything's done, I budget everything. But when I was gonna purchase my car,
Mhm.
I really had to like tighten my belt and get everything in order, make sure I was paying off this, make sure this got paid off. How many months is it going to take me to pay this off, and when will I actually be back to like not having really to count every penny?
I got you.
But I'd say
That's
that.
good. That makes sense. I like it. Good job, Alyssa. Look at you, all
Mm.
adult. All
What
right.
about you,
Car is
Eddie?
not cheap.
Now give him another card. Don't give him the same one. Eddie's had time to think
Oh.
about it. We need to get him on the
Oh,
spur of the moment.
It's just like off the top of the head.
Yeah, is there one that goes even deeper?
The deepest.
The deepest? Get one for Eddie. Are you ready,
Uh,
Eddie?
Put it back. You
Deep
got to read what you pull.
You can't just pick what you want.
Fine, Eddie. Have you ever had to call emergency services? If so, for what? So 911.
So
basically.
911.
Oh, 911.
Yes, I had to call someone from work. I had to call because someone was saying that they couldn't breathe. It was someone that came up to the door.
They had a
And I
pain
had
in
to-
the chest so they couldn't breathe.
I had to call
And George
911.
Lopez.
I
Did
called
you
911.
Did you let him in?
Oh,
No.
it wasn't a worker. It was a
No, it
outside
was
person.
like yeah.
You didn't
Someone
let them in? Why didn't you let them in?
Oh,
Didn't
It's
let them
after-
in.
It's after hours, okay?
It's after
Oh.
hours, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the person? Got it.
Yes.
The person was outside. Got it. I thought they
Yeah.
were inside. And I'm like, you
Mhm.
didn't let 911. You didn't let the firemen in.
Oh no,
No,
yeah,
it's-
fireman.
He's over there. He's pointing over
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
he's over there.
He's on the street. He walked away. He didn't get help.
Yes, I
So-
have.
So you kind of
I
learned
did-
something about Eddie. He's kind of caring and kind of not.
Yeah.
You know, he
I did call
cared a little bit,
emergency
but not
services.
that much.
He,
Right.
The door
he cares.
locked.
He cares, but he ain't gonna open the door for
Yeah.
you.
Because there's
Okay.
been people that have come to there and I have let in, but people that I
Well,
I
there are
could
people
take
who
this
have.
guy. I could take this
Oh,
guy. Something happened.
I don't even remember, knock on wood, when the last time I called 911. I want to say when my kids were a baby.
When they're babies.
Yeah, they had seizures. They had fever seizures. So we had, if they ever had a seizure, I automatically had to call 911.
Interesting. Alberto, you ever called 911?
I think the day my dad died.
Mm.
I don't think I
So
had
was-
to do it for work. I think that's the only time.
How
And then
long
the
has
one
911
time,
been around?
80s.
Really?
It's the
At
80s?
least the 80s. I mean, since
Yeah.
I was
I don't remember it as a kid. I don't remember. I think you
Maybe.
just had to dial the police or the fire. Or
maybe mid to late 80s.
Maybe you
Oh,
just
you know
never
what? I
needed
think
it.
I did. I think I did call 911. I remember in high school. Oh no,
Yeah.
that was before. Well, that was before my kids. Yeah, so I think that was before. I'm like, oh, I remember calling 911 in high school.
You
The
know
guy
what's-
across the street was beating up his wife in the
Oh,
driveway.
Well, how old were you?
I was in high school.
Actually,
Okay.
1968.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Wow.
911's
The first
I-
call to 911 was placed in February of 1968.
Oh wow. Oh, I wasn't even. Well, I was 1 year old.
I was negative
I
10.
always thought that because you used to have to call the operator.
Right. That's what I remember.
That's what
And
I remember. You used to dial 0. I don't
And it-
remember calling 911 like.
The first call, citizens needed to dial the local 7-digit phone number to reach police, fire, or emergency services.
Hmm.
I think O was just that we went to, and maybe they called it for you. Maybe
Yeah.
people didn't know.
Remember,
Yeah,
I
it
had to
was
call the
new.
operator, ask for the time.
No, you would call the
The number. There's a phone number.
714-853-1212.
Oh my gosh.
They
I
tell
don't
you the
remember.
time.
hmm
The time is
At the
now.
tone, the
Yeah.
time will be,
Oh,
and then I would wait for the tone.
Actually-
It's da 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 now.
Actually, there is still one of those thing from the Naval Institute, and it's creepy.
Yeah.
But I had it on my phone, and I had the clock on my computer, and it's right on the dot.
Oh, how funny!
At the at the minute mark. It's
I remember
exact.
for the
Well, I
longest
hope it
time, I
is.
never understood why did she say at the tone. It was always like at the tone, the time will be. And then as I got older, I'm like, oh, I get it now. So when the beep goes, that's what time it is.
That's the
Yeah,
exact moment.
that's the time.
Yeah, that's
The
what it
doomsday
means.
clock, Alberto.
Yeah.
You know what
Doomsday clock.
You know what I found out, Alyssa?
Huh.
That Eddie and Alberto, I could have ended up with Alyssa. I just found this out. You want to hear how?
How?
It's a very interesting story. It's really quick too.
Okay.
So I was talking to my dad the other day, and we were sitting talking, and he's like, yeah, because I went to Fullerton High School, and I know Alyssa, you went to Buena Park. Is that what it
Yes.
was? Okay. So he's like, yeah, we almost bought a house over, and he told me the area. And he's like, yeah, but your mom didn't want a house there because there was gangsters or the gang members that lived over there somewhere, and she said, I guess they had got the house.
Was it in
Am I-
Buena Park? East Side Buena Park?
Yeah, it was it was over there by Ornsthorpe and
Magnolia?
I think so. Over there there was like a Jack in the Box, and there was a park with a church.
That's where I used to live. How funny.
Okay,
I used
well,
to live in that park.
it was like It was behind the park. Those houses
Yeah,
back
so
there.
like on Gage.
Yes, and he's all he
I
says
used
there
to
was
live
a
on Gage.
were there gangsters? He said something about Baker Boys or something like that, or
Baker Street, yeah,
Baker Street. He's
Baker
all
Boy's the hamburger
But
place.
they're more like Baker Street was more back because it was like Gage, like where the light is on Orangethorpe and Brookhurst. That's Baker Street.
I have no idea, but he just told
funny.
me that they were going to get a house there,
Mhm.
and my mom's all, you know what? I don't want to live there. There's gang bangers that live across the way.
Yeah,
And my
they
dad's
are like
all-
on Gilbert and Roberta. Yeah,
So the guy called. He's all, congratulations on the house, and my dad's all, well, I'm sorry, we're not going to take it, but I could have been in that house and went to Buena Park High School. And things could have been different. Alyssa could have had 10 of my kids instead of, by the guy she's with. And then we could have really had a fun show. M25 show. But I didn't know this. I found something out. I'm like, I could have went to
that's
Buena
funny.
Park High School.
because we graduated the same year, right?
89.
Yep, we're exactly the same age right now because you had your birthday.
I always thought that we were in the same school anyway. We just didn't know each other because we
Yeah.
kind of know people,
We know the same
mutual
people.
people.
Because I was always over in Fullerton area.
Alyssa was everywhere, probably, Eddie. She was
I was fortunate enough to have a car when I was 16, so I drove everywhere.
Well, look at this, Eddie. Alyssa
That was
one of
fun. Yeah, having a car when you're
Yeah,
when you're
when you're in
16
high school, yeah.
was kind of cool.
all
Yeah.
your friends jumping in the car to go to lunch
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
Yep.
good old days.
That was back in the day when you were able to drive with minors in your car when you were a minor.
You can't do that no more?
No.
Oh boy. Well, that
Nope.
sucks.
Because they race each other. Well, I mean, I don't know.
They
Because
race each other.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're reckless. They're goofing with each other. That's what the cops say. But then you put them all, instead of 4 people in a car, now you got 4 cars on the road. Now they race each other.
We had a good time.
Yeah, they have restrictions now on their license.
Yeah, that sucks.
They can't drive after this time and before this time, and they can't drive with minors in their car. I think until they're 18.
Alyssa, I think that's bullshit.
Yep.
We had the
Well, I mean,
best time.
Steve-
we didn't
Steve-
hurt nobody. I mean,
Steve,
unless
you're
you were
kidding.
drinking or something, but
They can't even do hands free. Like
Yeah,
they
they
can't be
can.
on the phone at all. They can't be on the phone at all. Even if it's hands free, they can't be on the phone at all.
well,
I don't know how
I
the
know.
cops.
I don't know. Maybe
I-
if they see a kid like talking to themselves in the
but-
car. Yeah.
But still, I mean, he could be singing with the song.
yeah.
That's probably next. They can't have the radio on anymore.
Right.
Like Eddie, you sing to songs in in the Jaguar, don't you?
And so my
Yes, I do.
yeah. My last 2 kids.
I love that from Eddie. I do.
No, only my oldest is the only one that got
Yes.
her license when she was 16, and then the other 3 waited till they were 18. They're like, I don't want to do all that.
I mean, it's
That sucks.
it
Yeah.
might be good to learn, but I mean, like if you're going to be all these restrictions, can't be out at this
Mhm.
time. What's the point?
Yeah.
Might as
If
well
you
wait.
can't go to McDonald's at midnight
Yep.
because the cops will
Because
get
you can't drive after 11.
Yeah.
But what if you work? You know?
It's dumb.
Well, work I
Yeah.
don't work usually doesn't schedule minors to after
Yeah.
a certain time.
Or maybe on the weekend, but
Yeah,
they can't on school days.
They just ruined everything.
Yep.
Ruined it all.
things are
I mean,
different.
You used to
Yep.
get your driving class at school. Everything
Yep.
was taking
In the trailer, remember? I
Yeah.
remember that was the one thing I remember is going from Buena Park to Fullerton to do the behind the wheel class.
Hey, I
We
wonder
did
if
the
we did it together.
simulators.
Did you do it with
Yeah.
Fullerton people, or did you do it with
Simulators.
Yeah, it was at Fullerton High School in the parking lot. I remember the
Simulators.
parking lot that's by the baseball field.
Okay.
You didn't do
yes.
the-
Over on Lemon.
I did the
Simulators.
simulators.
I don't know if we did. We
No.
didn't have.
Yeah, it was
simulators.
in
We
the
jumped-
little trailer and it was a car.
Eddie-
It was like a
Eddie-
wheel.
Oh, I don't know.
Eddie went to a private high school.
Oh,
They-
I went
they-
down.
St. Mary's.
Actually, I went to where did I do the simulator? Oh, Whittier High School. I went to the simulators.
Yeah, that's what the trailer was.
Oh,
And they
I
had the
don't
wheel and you had the screen in the front.
Mhm.
And you would drive like pretend like it was like a video game.
remember. Why don't I remember that part?
You didn't
I know.
go-
I know. I didn't do that,
I
and
did it.
I didn't have the option.
Yeah. That was the
I-
the class part of the behind the wheel, and then you
behind the
actually
wheel.
Yeah, and then once you did that for so long, then you actually got to go with like 3 other people in the car with you. I remember I went and
So that was the
the
second step.
yeah, I remember I was sitting in the back seat and one girl was driving, and the instructor has the pedals also on their side of the car. And she almost ran into the freaking trash can on the street. The driver was like, the instructor was like, wait, and he's pushing the brake, to stop. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna die.
She's gunning
He's
it.
pushing the brake and she's gunning
She's
it.
gassing.
Why am
The
I
car
slowing
doesn't know
down?
what to do.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I think they screwed up everything. Such good childhood. That was good. We
Yeah.
remember it. I don't remember the simulator, but I remember everything else.
I
But
remember
yeah,
going on the
16,
freeway.
16, you're on your own. If
Yeah.
you're lucky to have a car,
Yep.
you
And
16.
then that's when you're like, oh, Mom, do you need anything from the store? Mom, do you need anything from the store? Just so you
driving
can go
everywhere.
drive.
Wanted to drive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, by the
Yeah.
time I got in high school, they budget cuts. It was all the book stuff, and then you would get. I think they gave you a paper, and then with that, you can go to any driving school.
Yeah.
But
That was my daughter. I had to pay.
I didn't even have simulator.
Damn. Now you got to
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah, you had to pay for somebody
I
to
think
teach your
that's-
child how to drive.
Or you can teach them yourself. You
Yeah.
know, you have to assert how many hours. There's like 40 hours of behind the wheel.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. Like Alyssa, like you said, why pay
Well, I mean-
somebody when you could do it yourself?
Well, you have a kid now. You're teaching them, aren't you, or no?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I can't remember. I think I don't really remember them teaching us behind the wheel. They just said, "Okay, drive here." Park. Certain
That was the
parking spots.
test.
That was a DMV. Not
That's
Yeah.
a
No,
DMV.
but the driving
That's a-
test too. They had us park and jump on the freeway and just drive.
I remember
around.
they had us jump on the freeway. We went from Euclid, stayed in that one lane, and got off on
the
Brookhurst.
next ramp.
Yeah.
That's
Just
not
go. They're
not
like,
even
"Get
real
up-
freeway.
Get up to 55. Just go 55. Okay. And then now you can get off. I'm like, the heck
Yeah,
is
and then
that?
they trusted
I didn't even
us.
change lanes, nothing.
Yeah,
They trusted us to be
to drive to Vegas.
on the
Yeah.
loose, just
Yeah.
for getting on the on ramp and off ramp right away.
Mhm.
half a
You just
mile.
had to get up to 55, and that was it. Because that was the speed limit back then.
Alyssa stopped on the on ramp because she got scared.
I wanted to go faster.
She pulled over and picked up a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Alyssa just took off to Mexico.
Oh,
Took the instructor with her.
That old little car chase. Police pursuit.
What was that movie at the chase with a Charlie Sheen? that was Alyssa.
So
Yeah, like good
people, what
times.
does this tell you? This show today. What does this tell you? See,
We're
this tells you when it's our time, us four, that we got to say goodbye to each other. If I'm the first one to go, you guys better come say bye.
no.
That's it. And then same with you guys. If anything ever happens to you, I'll show up and say hi.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna
Don't
reenact
keep
that
me on a
scene
machine.
from.
Unplug me.
I'm gonna
Oh
reenact
no, I'm
that
not going to
scene.
do any of that. I'm just going to say hi.
And
Hey,
Eddie's
don't
gonna have
come to
do it.
me and I don't want to die and you guys unplug my machine.
No.
This is what Steve wanted, and I'm here trying to say no.
Yeah.
Click.
un-
I would say
Unplug.
this is what Steve wanted. I'm just gonna start punching you in the face.
Oh gosh,
This is the way he wanted to go. He told me.
I'm here shaking my head no, but they're saying no. He told us if he said no, that really means yes. Vicious. Well, it's Halloween coming up, and everybody be safe. If you got kids, do all that safe check or whatever. Check the candies.
Is
and
anybody
all that.
dressing up?
Eddie?
Nope.
You know what? I'm still upset with Eddie. I'm still upset over the years of his Halloween parties, his mazes. He never once invited us. Never. He would talk all
Haunted
highly.
house.
You know when he would talk so much about it big after Halloween's over.
Yeah.
Oh, I had
Oh,
this.
yeah, we
I had this
threw a
haunted
big party.
house, and I had this, and
Like,
oh man, it
people
was
came over.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And we used to ask him every year, well, how come you don't invite us? Oh, next year. Never. Are you?
I've
So
never
you're
had
not
a
dressing
Halloween.
up?
I bet he's throwing a big bash this year too.
Actually, I'm going to one Saturday.
Oh, he's going to it. What are you going to dress up as?
I'm not going to dress. It's not a Halloween party. It's just a.
He's gonna
like
put a
party,
sugar
but
skull.
It's not a Halloween. What is it? Just a party
Just a
Just
party?
a party.
on
Her-
Halloween?
Her birthday's on Halloween, but she's going to
Mm.
celebrate it on Saturday.
So she's not doing a Halloween party.
No,
would be
she
kinda
said not a
cool.
Halloween party.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Oh,
guess it
okay.
would be. That's what I thought it was going to be, but it's not.
Because I think Halloween parties with adults that dress up are pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eddie
been to a
shows up
few.
all dressed up, and it's like a black tie affair.
A black guy? A what?
Black,
Black
tie.
tie.
A
Like
black
it's all
tie.
formal.
Oh, he goes
Eddie,
like in a suit.
Eddie shows up as
Is
the death skeleton.
or his M25 show shirt.
I'll dress up as I'll be a magpie.
Alyssa?
You got it right here.
Yeah.
That's your, you got to. I don't know how you're gonna get the beak.
Do you remember the cartoon with the magpies?
Heckle Jekylls?
Yep.
Heckle Jekyll.
Oh, I'll
Dumbo?
give you the shirt with the big one on the back. You can run around with that. Did I give you one, Alberto?
I think you did, yeah.
That's a big bird on the back.
It's behind
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
it's
that's
behind-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that shirt.
I have one for you. I'll drop it off eventually while I'm
I
still.
think I'm gonna make my own, like the one in the middle.
That's our very first shirt.
Is it?
That's the very first one we ever made. It was just the logo in the front. May have to go back to that, huh, Alberto? We haven't had one like that, and since we first had one made, that was the first one.
You have to go retro.
That one was the one. So when we gave it to people, they could see it real good. These little ones are more for like the show, and
Yeah.
some people that don't like the big, but we want them to wear the big one, right?
Yep.
So maybe we'll do that one next and give those out. What do you think, Alyssa?
Yep.
All right, I'll make sure to get your boyfriend one too. Now that I know he'll throw one on once in a
I'll
while.
throw one on. Yeah. He wore it yesterday. I don't remember.
You know
Monday.
what's
I
funny
think.
is I saw my dad and he was wearing one. I was like, damn.
Ooh,
'Cause I always-
Do they listen?
I always give him like when I have a
Yeah.
shirt, and I thought he takes them because he'd be nice and he'll throw it in the corner or something. But I saw that and he had it on. The one
Do they
Alberto's
listen?
wearing. You know what? Here's before
Steve tells him not to.
my mom goes, Steve, I know you do that show, and she's all, I understand, I understand. I didn't watch a lot because you have all them naked women on, and I didn't like watching, but I understand. If that's what you do, that's what you do. And she go, oh, and I noticed, you've been having a lot of interesting people on, so maybe she's been watching.
She said, I thought I raised you better.
Right.
Yeah, she used to say when I come see her, she's all, you have all
That's
those
okay.
naked women on the show. And
My
I'm like,
mom does the same thing. You gotta really be careful what you say on the internet because it's gonna stay there forever, and you never know what kind of job you might get in the future. Mom, I'm over 50 years old. What other kind of job am I gonna get? Well, just be careful what you say and da da da. Do you not know your daughter?
we didn't do anything wrong. God,
Yeah.
you think we would?
Well,
be-
there's one show you want to take off the internet.
Me?
Yeah. When
Which
you
one?
went off on Red Main.
Yeah. So because of the way the world is today, I mean, if it wasn't like
Yeah.
that, I mean, I didn't think nothing bad about it. But now that the way people are today, yeah.
The man
Even
who,
with the black. Remember when I dressed
Yeah,
up as the
Midnight.
Black Midnight, and you wanted it off, and I was thinking, it's just a character. I didn't, people
Yeah.
used to do that before, but now
And-
it's like a
and,
crime.
now you understand.
Yeah, I don't like it, and yeah, I understand, but I don't think it's right.
Things are different. Yeah.
I know it's like I'm not doing it to
Yeah.
hurt people. It was like it was a character. I mean, has a Hispanic
I think-
or a white person or a
I think
black
most
person.
most of your characters were very offensive.
Well, I did a Mexican character.
A Korean.
I did all of them. So what? God, I
What
did
is
a
that called? It's
Mexican
called
Mexican character. Eddie
Holmes.
did the Mexican character. Holmes, yes.
oh my gosh, I forgot
Well,
what it's
but
called.
Eddie can get away with it because he's
You know what? I don't care what
he-
people think anymore.
he can get away with Felipe.
You know what's supposed to be
brother.
funny? A
Border
border
brother.
brother. Whatever Eddie says has nothing to do with their show.
That's
don't know
his
how to say
opinion,
it.
and not that of the M25
There
show.
you go. I never know how to say that. Say it again. It's his
The-
opinion.
The opinion of the person talking, and not that of the M25 show.
There you go. But Alyssa, I think my mom watches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys have been having some interesting people on lately. And I wanted to tell her, I go,
It's
yeah,
been a
I
good
go,
year.
Hi, Steve's mom.
yes, who knows, probably watching right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
mom, no naked women today.
Yep. Just talk about dead people.
Talking about dead people. The Los.
They might be
Los,
naked. Who knows?
What's it called? Los Mercos? What is it called?
Dia, like
Dia?
day.
Day of
De,
the Dead, Steve.
Dio
los
de
muertos.
Los Muertos.
Where,
Just say it in English,
mier,
please.
with an M.
Day of the Dead.
Day
You're
of
gonna
the
get
Dead.
the Dead.
You're gonna get haunted this next
I am not going
Thursday.
to get haunted.
They're
No,
gonna be
I'm
like,
not. I
say
don't,
our day correctly.
I don't want
Actually,
to
our
haunted.
next show will be Day of the Dead.
You know what? I wish you guys
No,
all
it's
the
a
best.
Wednesday.
second?
Isn't Halloween?
Or the-
Oh yeah, the second. Yeah, it is gonna be. I might paint
Uh-oh.
my face.
Oh,
Are you guys going to be Day of the Dead that day, Eddie?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
should we should we eat on the show? That's what you do, right? You eat and
You celebrate
bring
the person.
celebrate.
Celebrate.
You,
I'll bring a
you're gonna
donut.
eat the
Yeah, bring a plate of your favorite meal, and we'll eat while we do a show.
ice cream. My mom's things was ice cream. She loved ice cream.
We'll bring some ice cream, and Alyssa, you bring something that reminds you that your dad
My
liked.
dad liked light beer.
Oh, there
My
you
real
go.
dad liked light beer, like Miller Lite.
Get a Miller
And my
Lite.
stepdad, he liked candy. He wasn't supposed to eat candy, but he loved candy.
Get some
and
candy
Diet
and
Coke.
beer.
Diet Coke. I remember Diet Coke all the time.
Oh, so Diet Coke, Miller Lite, and candy.
My
Oh,
grandma
boy.
was Jose Cuervo.
Oh
Tequila.
boy, you're
Oh,
gonna
boy.
be all tore up.
man.
And Salem. She liked those Salem cigarettes, the mint,
Oh
what are
no.
they? Menthol.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a
You know,
all
we
tore
had
up.
the problem with we had the problem with Alyssa's computer in the pre-show. Next week we're gonna see Alyssa fall over.
Yeah, it's not gonna be her computer. It's gonna be her.
Should be one
Alberto?
tequila, two tequila.
What are you gonna
What?
bring?
I don't know. I'll head down to the track, get him my dad something, and then he can yell at me for giving him the wrong thing. Those are my memories.
Did the track? Okay.
Your dad was a
You know,
gambler.
you know.
The horses?
Your dad
No,
was a gambler.
burrito-
What do you
burrito
like
track.
to eat?
Oh, the
Oh.
burrito track.
Okay. I
That
thought he was
place
going
still
to the
there?
horse track.
It's still there.
Is that it's still there? Is the
Yeah, I
Golden
thought you
Ox
said-
still across the street?
Oh God,
Yeah.
yes. I
was
love that
I
talking
place.
love that
That-
place. They
you
have
know
the
when-
best
when-
chili
when-
cheese
when-
fries.
If Steve goes and we do a Day of the Dead show, we'll have to go to burrito Golden Ox for Steve.
Let's
The
go to
chili
the
cheese
Golden
fries
Ox.
are almost $10, I think.
I never had the chili cheese fry, but I love the fries.
There was a Golden Ox. Well, I used to eat at that one, and then there was a Golden Ox that they put over here closer to my mom's house in Fullerton on Commonwealth and Brookhurst.
Oh, there's one over there.
There's one right there. And
I didn't even know there was more than one.
There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them.
Oh, I thought that was like one lonely one. And,
Mm-mm.
No, there's a bunch.
There's a bunch.
oh my gosh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they have the best chili cheese fries. I'm like, oh.
I like that. I like their patty
And I
melts.
like before I had my surgery, I used to get a lot of migraines, and that was like the cure because of the grease and I don't know what it is, but that's what I would say. I need grease. I need the chili cheese fries, and everybody knew.
Really?
Oh, let's get her some chili cheese fries.
Well,
She
now
needs
I know
chili
where
cheese fries.
our next luncheon is going to be.
Yeah,
Golden Ox.
The Golden Ox.
the Golden Ox.
Anybody
We're gonna
want to
do-
meet us? Go to the
you know-
Golden Ox.
Let's do a Golden Ox tour. We'll go to each one.
How many are there?
I don't know.
I don't
There's
know.
quite a bit. There's over 30,
Yeah.
I think.
Over 30?
We'll go to the ones that are important to us.
Fullerton
Right.
and Whittier?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Anybody listening that knows a good Golden Ox in your city that's not too far from us, because I really don't like traveling, let us know and maybe we'll pop in.
Oh,
and have-
Fullerton, Whittier, Pomona.
Yeah, I got
Where
there's
else? Los
one now there.
Angeles, Montebello,
Oh wow! I
Think
thought that was a lonely
No, they're all over.
El
Some-
Monte.
mom and pop.
Tijuana.
Oh, wait, I'm so sad. Right now it says the one in Fullerton is permanently closed.
Oh no.
Well, we know you weren't
Oh,
going there for migraines.
One in Tijuana,
Right.
Steve.
Tijuana. There's one in Mexico.
It's like Tams. Tams are all over the place, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tams.
Tams.
Is that any good?
Tams
Yeah.
are pretty good.
Mhm.
Golden Ox.
I
and
like
Tams.
those burger joints. The burger joints are good.
Yeah.
You ever been to Norm's Burger Joint in Whittier?
Mm-hmm.
Norms.
Yeah, Norm's.
The
Where?
one up,
Yeah, there is.
That's pretty
Ocean,
good.
was it Ocean View? Ocean
Yeah.
View and Whittier Boulevard?
Whittier Boulevard.
I don't think I've been there.
On the corner, right?
When you guys say Norms, I think of the restaurant Norms.
Norms.
No, it's like a burger joint. Like a
I don't
like
think I've been there.
like a burger joint, like Tam's
Yeah, it's
probably
good.
or something like that. They
We'll
grill
go to
it.
Rick's drive-through.
Rick's drive-through. What's that?
That's in Uptown.
It's in Uptown. Those are actually the best. I think those are the best hamburger places.
Yeah. The Tams and the Toms
Tams
and
the Norms and the Golden Ox, the Douglas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Douglas. Yeah, Douglas.
Making me hungry here.
Douglas Burger.
Yeah, Douglas
Burgers.
has a few restaurants too.
What about Five Guys?
No, that's like
No.
they're
Never
like
eaten
In
at a
and
Five
Out.
Guys.
They're them
No,
like
they're not. There's a bigger burgers there. No, don't even
Well,
say that.
Does the Steve own stock in the company?
You're
Damn.
damn right. I
right.
do.
Woo!
Oh no, those are
But I mean, those are more.
those are
to
verbally
me,
fighting words.
Those
Never
are more
eaten at a Five
commercial.
Guys.
That's more of a commercial restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Steve,
so
more
you
of
want
a commercial
grilling.
burger place. I want like
Like
a
Douglas.
mom and pop
Steve-
place that just.
Sorry, Lisa. Steve is actually one of the 5 guys. I hope you know.
Yes.
Oh,
There's no way. Don't ever say that's like In and Out. No.
but I meant
No,
like
well,
not
People,
taste
see, the
wise
thing-
or comparison. I'm just saying commercial wise.
I got you. I know what you're saying.
it's funny.
Like a
People
mom and
will say
pop's
that.
Yeah.
Burger joint.
People will say what Steve's saying, but only because they love In and Out so much. You know, the In and Out fanatics, they get upset when you compare them to 5 guys.
Yeah.
I've eaten In and Out, and it's okay. You know, I always said I'm not gonna wait in line for an hour for that kind of burger.
Yeah.
I
What
mean, it's
about
not
the
that. It's
Habit?
not even that
You like
big.
the Habit?
The
What about
Habit,
the
yeah,
Habit?
yeah, that's good. We have one around here. I like it. We'll go to the Habit too. Fuck it. We'll go-
We're going on a burger tour for our.
We're gonna-
Right? You know how some people do beer bar crawls? We're doing a burger crawl.
We're gonna go on a burger tour. M25
We're
show
gonna be
burger.
like what's his name? Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, when he does all his food.
Oh, you know what other burger place is good? The Imperial Burgers. Have you been to Imperial Burgers?
Oh,
On-
yeah.
Yes,
That place is good.
that's good too.
Isn't that on
Never
I
Is
think
heard
it's
of it.
on
Imperial?
Imperial.
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 I hope so.
Oh yeah, duh,
Oh,
the name.
That
Yes.
place is good.
Well, folks, cruise down Imperial Highway from
That
the
place is
ocean
good,
to
Is it Imperial
Orange
and
County.
like between
I think it's
Idaho,
Imperial and
You know where I want to go?
it might be Idaho. I don't know.
Idaho, and between Idaho and like Harbor?
I think
Mhm.
Idaho is that street it's on, isn't it? The little side
I
street.
think so. I think it's the
Yeah.
on the corner. Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if Fuddruckers is around anymore, but I would
There's
like to
one
go
in
there.
Buena Park.
I think
Is
it's
it?
closed.
I think it's
Is
gone.
it? Oh,
Yeah, is that the
See,
only
I'm-
one, or was there more?
It's on
That's the only one I
Imperial
knew of.
Burgers. Imperial Burgers is close to Imperial and Euclid. I think
Euclid,
Cypress is
yeah.
the next
So
closest.
Idaho
Okay, Idaho's around
Is
there
it-
too.
Euclid is Idaho.
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so it's Euclid and turns into Idaho.
It's further down. You keep grinding down Imperial.
Yeah. If you go down, I think once you hit, is it La Habra? It turns into.
It's by the batting cages, isn't it? Remember the batting cages?
In La Habra?
Yeah.
Oh, the indoor ones?
Yeah. Imperial Burgers is by there.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of.
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah.
place is good too.
Imperial Burgers. All right. Well, what is this?
Sorry, it's blurry.
Yep, that's it.
I guess it's on Cypress. Is the street right next to it.
Yeah, on the corner of Cypress and Imperial. Because I think it goes Harbor, Cypress, Euclid.
So if anybody ever goes to Imperial Burger, think of us.
You might see us.
Yeah, we might be popping in there.
Show me on.
We
Hang
swear
around
like
all
we're a
December.
celebrity.
Yeah, the last 2 months, you might see us in your burger joint in your area.
Yeah. All those little places have like good pastrami's, good
Mhm.
chicken sandwiches, burgers, everything, fries.
Wait a minute, you said the Habit, right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a chain.
The
Yeah,
Habit's
the
a chain as well. It's like, I'm going to say it's like In and Out. It's like Five Guys, The Habit. They're all like too commercial.
Okay. Well, you asked me if I had it.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
I've
were
had it.
so excited about Five Guys.
Well, I think Five Guys is a totally different, though.
But it's a commercial restaurant.
It is commercial, but it reminds me because they make it like, to me, like a mom and pop joint, because it's a big old messy burger, and you go to In and Out, they're not, most places you go, they're nice and clean. I mean, they're not big like on the commercials, but like In and Out, unless you get a 4-stacker or something. I mean, they're really not that big.
4x4.
Yeah, yeah. If you get a big old stack of patties, but the burger itself isn't
Yeah.
really that big.
Mhm.
But you go to Five Guys now, you got to use 2 hands to hold that thing. You know, like at a
Oh.
burger
I've
joint,
only,
like an
honestly,
Imperial or
I've only
something.
been to Five Guys once.
I've never been,
I've only been once too, and I've been in love since.
but you haven't gone back.
But yeah, I was
No.
gonna say you haven't returned.
I'm longing. I'm
Bro,
I'm gonna long for it.
You know, that's the way Steve loves. You know, only one time.
Yes, I do it once, and then I just crave it till I can't take it no more, and then I go get it. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. He gets to the quit it, you know.
It's getting late.
We're gonna go somewhere. Well, maybe the Golden Ox, because I kind of like that place, but I also want to be somewhere where there's nobody at. So can you guys find a burger joint where nobody sits there so we can have
We
our
can go to the
space?
Golden Ox in Fullerton. Nobody will be there.
Really? Oh yeah.
AS-
Well,
ASB burgers.
I don't know. My map said it was open. So
Yeah, but then when you scroll down more, it says permanently closed. I don't know. I don't think
Well-
it would be closed because it's pretty popular there.
there's only one way for you guys to find out is
we're gonna-
call.
take a drive.
And
Yeah,
just
well,
eat the
that's
burgers.
I would just call them and say
Yeah.
if they don't answer, it's probably well,
It's closed.
or the phone says, "Hey, this number is disconnected and no longer in service." You probably
There you
know.
go. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in today and listening to our show, and I hope it meant something to you the way it should be. And we'll be back on the Day of the Dead, November 2nd. And Alyssa, I
Come
hope
watch
you're here
Eddie.
with us.
Come watch it. Listen
Remember
with
what?
the skull.
Yes. Are you going to paint your face, Eddie and Alyssa?
I don't know.
No, I'll wear a mask.
Can you just wear a mask instead of paint?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably easier because
Yeah.
you got to put all that
Yeah.
paint on and stuff. It's
Eddie, like I said, Eddie's gonna wear his Iron Man mask.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, everybody go to
Okay.
our website, them25show.com, for all information and links, like our live stream links and podcast links and everything there
When's
is. Our
the next
sponsors.
show?
November
Eddie.
2nd.
Second, Eddie.
Next Thursday, Eddie. You know when it is.
Every
Oh,
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay.
Eddie's acting like he don't know when we do the show.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
What's
I was
going on,
looking
Eddie?
at I thought it was a Wednesday.
I know. I thought it was too.
The November 2nd?
No,
Yeah.
Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, so we're going to have a Day of the Dead show. All right? Alyssa's going to bring booze and candy. Eddie's going to bring ice cream.
I even have the little ofrenda from Target that's like sold out.
Ofrenda? What's that?
Offering.
Yeah.
What is
An offering.
It's the offering, like the altar. I was saying, like where you put all everyone's pictures, and
you're going to bring it?
it's a little one. It's a miniature one,
Okay, well,
and
bring it.
I go like this because it opens like a little house.
Well, you bring that. You be set up. Eddie, you bring your ice cream. Alberto, bring a wrong burrito, whatever you're gonna get from the burrito track. And what will I bring? What do you guys want me to bring?
Bring yourself.
Okay,
Five Guys.
That's all I need is me.
Five Guys
I'll bring,
hamburger.
Bring your smile.
Five Guys. Bring my smile.
Yes.
I'll enjoy you guys watching you eat, and Alberto all pissed off. Let this
Bring,
bad burrito.
bring your appetite.
I'll bring my appetite.
It's like what they say. What do they? What does a poor person bring to a barbecue? Their
Themselves.
appetite.
Oh, their appetite. There you go. All right, let me find the how we get out of here. God, I got so much stuff on here. I got to get rid of it. I don't even know where to go.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll see everybody. There it is. We'll see everybody next week, and everybody be safe. And well, Halloween will be over, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
When is Halloween? On the weekend?
on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Well, if Halloween sucks when it's on the
Yeah.
weekday, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well,
I would say we should have the next day off.
yeah, they should. Well, everybody have fun, be safe on Halloween, and watch some scary movies if you can. Hopefully, they start putting some the good old classics on. I'm seeing these weird. I go to is it AMC where they play them all day,
Oh.
and I want to see like the original Halloween, not this new Halloween Rob Zombie shit, and
Yeah.
the Friday the 13th, the old ones, not the remakes. I'm seeing like Pumpkinhead. I'm seeing like.
Have you seen Saw?
They hasn't played it on AMC. I haven't seen it.
Saw 10, you haven't?
No, the new one. No, is it good?
Oh, yeah, I liked it.
Man, I don't know. I like to watch.
I like
but
it 'cause it's gory.
they get really. How do they think of that shit?
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
don't wanna
Alyssa
stop
wrote it.
watching
Alyssa
it?
wrote it.
I stopped watching it, Eddie, when they were trying to get this key, right? And it was in the bottom of a bunch of syringes. I don't know if you remember that, but there was a key he needed to get, right? And then there was this room, and it was like full of syringes with the needles out, and the key was on the bottom of the floor, so he had to get in there and get the key before the timer went up. I'm thinking, and he did it, right? Did he get the key?
I don't remember. I don't know if I saw that one. There was a couple of them I missed.
I'm like, who thinks of this gross shit? Man, you know what? Now I'm upset. I got to get out of here. Who thinks that Saw? I'm not gonna watch Saw 10. Is it still? Is it ooey?
Yeah, it's really ooey.
Okay. I like it, but I can't watch, Alyssa. I'm a man, Alyssa, and I don't like.
I'm like this. Can I zoom in?
Yeah, you like that stuff.
I do.
Steve likes Hostel. That's a torture porn.
Yeah, that. You know, I could get into it for a while, but then when they get into that shit where they're pulling eyeballs out, I can't handle that. But yeah, that's what I call things like that. I call them ooies. I can't handle that, Eddie.
You know, Steve's Halloween tradition is watching a Human Centipede.
Oh, I've never even seen that. I don't know if I want to watch that.
Oh my gosh.
I tried to watch a clip.
My kids like that movie.
We're learning a lot about Alyssa, man. She was really excited about that.
What do you think about that? What do you think about when they did the centipede?
It's gross.
Remember when the guy got a tummy ache?
Ugh, ready to throw up?
I started to watch like on YouTube because I couldn't find the movie on. I wanted to see if it was like on Netflix or something. I couldn't find it. So I got a little clip where on YouTube, and I started to see it, and the guy's going, "Oh, I heard his stomach churning." And I saw the girl's mouth, and I was like, "Oh no!" I couldn't watch.
No, because he eats, and then he has to go, and he's fighting.
And that's what it is.
Does she throw up?
The first one is eating. The first one's eating.
Yeah, she's sewed up.
Oh, she's sewed onto him.
Unless she's shooting it back down the butthole.
I don't know. I didn't. I turned it off when I heard him say, "Oh, my stomach," and I heard it making noise, and her eyes were like this big.
Here's the thing. I'm just like Steve. That's when I went up. Enough. I'll read about it on Wikipedia.
Oh my gosh! I don't know if I could sit through that.
I think I actually rented it from Netflix when Netflix used to give you the DVDs.
So okay, if somebody wants to watch the Human Centipede, there's a part 2 I hear too. Is that any good?
I haven't seen the part 2.
There's 3.
They made
I've
another
only
one.
seen the first one.
Are they stupid? Or, I mean, not like the first one's a Oscar winner, but is it any good?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
How do you get to watch these, Alyssa? You know everything. How can people, when they want to watch a Human Centipede, where can they go?
I have no idea. I don't know where it's at. I don't know.
Is it on Tubi?
It would probably YouTube or like IMBD. No. Look up there.
How about Tubi? There's a thing called Tubi.
Tubi.
Eddie, where can we watch the Human Centipede?
On Tubi.
Really?
Is it Tubi?
No, I'm not sure.
Tubi plays a lot of stuff on there that's for free. But I think I'm gonna try, because I've heard of this since we've been doing the show. We've talked about it before, the Human Centipede, and I've only got to the guy when his stomach made a noise and I had to turn it off.
Okay, you can watch. Oh, you can rent it on Prime Video.
So if you have Prime, it's free. I have.
Yeah, look.
Oh, so it's free. If you have Prime, it's probably free, right?
Sorry,
Amazon
it's
Prime.
I don't know why it's blurry.
Okay.
Yeah, Prime.
Amazon.
And then AMC Plus.
Okay.
And IFC Films Unlimited.
Okay, so Amazon's my bet. I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
this is gonna be my goal before the Day of the Dead, is to watch the Human Centipede. Now, Alyssa, if I get scarred from this, it's your fault. All right, we'll get it. How can you like watching that stuff? What did you do when you saw that happen?
I was like, ooh, yuck. That's
oh my god! Did it have it more than once, or was it just a one-time thing?
There's like a line of people sewn together.
So
I think that's the third one.
So when the guy goes and the girl is behind him, then she eventually goes to whoever's behind her. Oh, wait a minute. Who's on the girl's butt? A guy or a girl?
Another girl.
Oh boy.
Because it's a Japanese guy. He's in the front, and then the evil German guy, he captured him, and then 2 American women.
So it just goes on down the line.
That was his plan.
Man, that guy's a sicko, huh? Now that's a ooey. Okay.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the
How do
Day
you
of the
spell that?
Dead.
That's gonna be the show title.
Alyssa, how do you spell ooey?
OOEY.
Yeah, we're not talking about ooh wee like a song. We're talking about ooey like a ooey like a.
OOWEY.
We used to say ooey in my family like, oh, that's a ooey like it. That's like it makes you shiver and makes you
Like Osco.
like
an
Costco. Like it's just like
Osco, like it's gross.
like it's something
Like,
scary
yeah,
or
Osco.
ooey or gross. I don't know. Look up urban. Well, not urban. I don't know. Okay, we'll see everybody next Thursday. Be safe. Until then, be good.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Memories in high school flames. Some good, some bad. Can you remember their names? Light up a smoke on Pomona Street with the long hair rockers. Oh, the memories. Classic cars, big tits and bars. Drinking all night like rock and roll stars. When I play that song, don't it take you back?